you're alone, go find someone first, then watch this video. At 1:47 a.m., I looked out the cabin window and saw something wearing a deer skull. It started with the dogs. Every night, exactly at 2:13 a.m., they would growl at the forest behind my grandfather's cabin, not barking, growling, like they were terrified of something hiding in the trees. Then one night, the dogs disappeared. No blood, no tracks, just silence. That should have been my warning. I was 22 years old, born and raised in Phoenix. I didn't believe in ghost stories, skinwalkers, or old desert legends. So when my grandfather warned me, don't go outside after dark anymore, I laughed. The cabin sat completely alone in the desert forest, miles from the nearest town, no neighbors, no phone signal, just wind and endless trees. But my grandfather was serious. That evening, he nailed every single window shut, not figuratively, actually nailed them shut. That's when I realized something was wrong. I asked him what he was afraid of. He refused to answer. Instead, he handed me an old hunting rifle. Then he looked directly into my eyes and said, "If you hear someone calling your name outside, don't answer, no matter who it sounds like." I thought he was losing his mind. Until that night, at exactly 1:47 a.m., I woke up to footsteps outside the cabin, slow, crunching through the dirt, one step at a time. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I grabbed the rifle and looked through a crack in the wooden boards covering the window. At first, I saw nothing. Then I saw it, standing near the trees. It was tall, way too tall, at least 7 feet high. Its body looked wrong, like a human stretched unnaturally thin. Its arms hung below its knees, and its face, God, its face looked like a deer skull, empty black eyes staring directly at the cabin. I stepped back from the window. My grandfather was already awake, but he didn't look scared. He looked terrified. Then we heard it. A woman's voice outside. Soft. Familiar? My blood froze. It was my mother. "Ethan, honey, open the door." That was impossible. My mother lived 4 hours away in Phoenix. There was no way she could be here, but the voice sounded exactly like her. Then it spoke again. Closer this time. "Ethan, please." And suddenly the voice changed. Like a broken recording. Distorted. Inhuman. "Open the door." My grandfather immediately blew out the lantern. The cabin went completely dark. Then he whispered, "It knows your name now." Outside, something slowly walked around the cabin, dragging its fingers across the walls. Scratch, scratch, scratch. I covered my mouth so it wouldn't hear me breathing. Then, silence. For almost 5 minutes, nothing moved. And then, right beside my ear, from inside the cabin, I heard my mother whisper, "Ethan, would you answer the voice outside? Subscribe for more terrifying stories."